Joey McIntyre burst onto the scene in the 90s as a member of the New Kids on the Block. He found success in his solo career for decades with roles in both film and television. He is making his return to TV in the new show Return of the Mac. In it, he plays a version of himself, named Joey, of course, who's in between jobs and looking for his next big gig. Here's a preview.
I've been prepping all week. This detective series is perfect for HBO.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow your roll, Joe. I didn't say it was with HBO. I said it's like HBO. It's the Comfy Channel.
The Comfy Channel? I never even heard of that before.
It's because they just launched, bro. It's a brand new network. They want to be the HBO for women.
I said no cookies before dinner. Well, okay, whatever. The Comfy Channel. I just want to get back to work.
And we're so happy to welcome Joey McIntyre to CBSN today. What's up?
It's all good. Good to be here. That is not my manager,
right,
by the
but
way.
those are your kids.
I should start saying that. I do have managers in my career, and I should
not try to get
that's
you
Adam
on the
Ray,
HBO for women.
Yeah.
But those are your real kids.
My real kids.
That's your real wife, Barrett.
Yep.
And so I can't imagine. I'm not a parent, but I can't imagine like. You have this script for them, and they're little kids. In addition to actually parenting them, you've got to get them to read their lines.
Yeah, it was stressful. I mean, before we did it, I was like, should I do this? You know, it was seriously really stressful. It kept me up at night sometimes, but it worked out. I mean, they loved it. We filmed that at my house, so we would come down in the morning when we were shooting, and there'd be a film crew down there, and the kids loved it.
That's awesome.
Kids loved it, and they had fun, and we kept it light for them. It wasn't too heavy, so.
Do they like being in front of the cameras? They look as if they're enjoying themselves.
They liked it. I mean, my daughter, my youngest, is she'll be 6 in May, but she's a natural. She's just like that. She just does her thing, and it's kind of, she got this dry sense of humor. And then my oldest son is a little bit more of a showman. And then my middle guy likes it too, so he knows how to hit his mark and do his job. So that was cool.
So you described the show. I've heard you describe it as a mix of Curb Your Enthusiasm, Parenthood, and episodes.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, so it's sort of like a true to life. You're not really that guy.
Yeah.
But
I don't want to. I hopefully I'm not that pathetic. Desperate rather. But. Yeah, I mean, I did have to put my ego aside. You know what I mean? It is a show. It's entertainment, so I had to. Be willing to be the butt of the joke. And,
right.
But it's just about the ups and downs of any career. I mean, not just, acting and entertainment, but hopefully people can relate to the fact that sometimes you have to say yes when you really want to say no.
Right.
That this gig will maybe lead to other things. But I take the bait way too often. That's my problem.
I saw an interview, or I read an interview once with J.B. Smoove, who plays on Curb Your Enthusiasm, and they were asking him, is that the real Larry David?
Yeah.
And he goes, let me just say, the character is named Larry David.
Yeah.
It's played by Larry David.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind
like,
of mother effing Larry David.
Yeah, exactly. It is kind of me. Again, I'd like to think that I'm not that, crazy or would, jump into these kinds of things all the time. But it kind of is. There was some parallels going on.
Right.
Yeah.
So your character is trying to reinvent himself, trying to reinvent his career. It's a scenario I think many stars can relate to. Do you have any, even if we dig a little deeper into the character, do you find that in some of the moments, some of the more, there's some pathos to the character? Yeah,
I think so. I mean, I think the show, even though we want to entertain, does have some heart, and it does.
Right.
You kind of, it's a guy who's trying to figure out what he really wants to do, and he wants to do meaningful stuff, and he wants to be respected and have a chance to do, important stuff. I guess, I have some experience as far as going through, not necessarily reinventing myself, but.
Right.
You got to take risks, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to go for it and keep trying, keep swinging.
That's pretty cool. So let's talk about New Kids on the Block.
Yeah.
I was just saying to you before that I saw you guys in concert back in the day, and it was great.
Thank you.
And you guys are going back on tour.
Yeah.
I saw you on James Corden's show. You guys got all the moves still.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we've been back together for a little bit now, and we have a blast, man. We have the best fans in the world, and we get to, do these arena tours, and it's going to be us and Boys to Men and Paula Abdul this time.
That's
so
cool.
Very, very cool. It's going to be a fun night, and we want to give people the time of their lives every time they come out to see us.
And I it's funny. I was talking to Donnie Wahlberg. I did a thing for the cast of Blue Bloods, and I said, "Is there ever a chance that you might not have to sing all of those great hits.
Yeah.
And he goes, nobody would come to our shows. We love playing the songs.
Yeah.
Is there ever a moment when you're like, oh man, do we have to do, that song again, or?
Not really. I mean, I think, we're lucky to have, 10 hit records that we get to play, and we balance it with new music, but, some of the music fits us more today, so. And when you have 10,000 people screaming for you, it's pretty easy.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I love how you guys treat your fans like so well. I was talking to Donnie about this, and he told me, I actually didn't believe him. He was like, fact check me. He's got like the selfie world record. Like,
oh, he does. Yeah.
So for our audience,
yeah.
he actually is in the Guinness Book of World Records apparently for taking the most number of selfies in like
a period of time,
which is like 3 minutes, 130 people.
Yeah.
And he's like, I take like 1,000 selfies a day. All of you do, right?
Yeah.
With all of your fans.
He takes the cake. I have an issue with selfies, but
do you really?
Well, it's just not with other people. Taking a selfie by yourself, it's never, you know what I mean?
Right.
You take like 8 different ones, and you keep looking like no. But taking selfies with other people, it's easy. But they're kind of obsessed. Everybody's obsessed with selfies
That's
now.
true.
Like
That's
it's like they don't care what the experience was or how they were enjoying it. They have to get the selfie.
Right.
Yeah. Which is a little crazy.
That's good. So your fans that have been with you guys for this entire, the fans have grown up with you. You guys have grown, and the fans have grown too, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
No, it's very cool. I mean, timing is everything. So when we got back together, the fans were ready. You know what I mean? They have lives and careers and kids that they want to get away from. And
do you ever find like when you're doing the moves that you're like, oh man, I don't think I can bend as easily as I could, or I can't do those splits?
It's its own specific grind. You know what I mean? But I think we've graduated to a more refined.
You guys are smooth now.
Yes,
you're smooth.
yes.
I love Hangin' Tough. It's one of my favorite songs, man. Thank you very much for stopping by. I'm looking forward to the show.
See you.
It's on Pop TV.
Pop TV.
Pop TV.
Yeah.
It's part of CBS.
Yes.
So looking forward to it.
Yes.
Joey McIntyre, thank you.
Thank you.